you've ever Googled words like psychic or intuition, you probably get bombarded with ads that say things like, buy a deck of tarot cards and you will see your future. Well, can these tools actually make you psychic? No. My name is Jessica Kinni, and I'm a psychic and evidential medium, and I am going to show you what each of these tools do and how to use them to heighten your psychic awareness. Disclaimer, there is no tool that is going to make you psychic, but I'll show you how to use these tools so that you can practice tapping into your intuitive and psychic energy. And stay tuned for the end because I am going to share a bonus exercise with you to see if you are tapped into your intuition. So the first psychic tool I'm going to talk about is tarot cards. And I'm also going to include oracle cards under this category, but I'm going to show you the differences between these two decks. But I'm going to guess that tarot cards, or you probably heard them called tarot cards, those are probably the things you hear about the most. In fact, you may even have a deck at your home and have dabbled with it. This is what they look like. As you can tell, this particular deck of mine is very old. It's taped together. But these are essentially beautiful cards with pictures on them, right? And each card has a different picture and tells a different story. And there are two ways to read these cards. There are people who study the art of tarot reading for years. They know every nuance of what each one of the cards means and how they work together. And that is an incredible skill and an incredible craft. You can also utilize these by just noticing what makes itself the most obvious to you in a card. So sometimes you might look at a card and what you're drawn to is where the message is. So like you might look at this card, the Lovers, and you are drawn to the sunshine overhead, whereas someone else is drawn to the snake and the apple tree. Now, there's also oracle cards, and those are a little bit different, but it's a similar idea. And with oracle cards, you can basically just look at the pictures and see what stands out to you. They're not quite as complex as the tarot set, so if you're somebody who is kind of looking for that quick moment of intuition or inspiration, you might lean into these oracle cards. But these are great to practice with. When I was first really diving into intuitive studies, I would take a deck of tarot cards or oracle cards and just spread them out on a table. And then I would just hover my hand over and stop where I felt inspired to stop. And usually my hand would let me know. It was like my hand gave me a sense. It almost felt warm. It was just a way of my senses being heightened and me noticing what it felt like to have that shift in energy. And all of these tools are used to help guide you into more easily feeling into the energies around you, because when you are working psychically, or even in just your day-to-day life where you're trying to heighten your psychic awareness, all of that is energy. Another tool you may have heard of is called a pendulum. Now, this is just literally a little object on the end of a chain. You can make one at home on your own. Essentially what you do is you use the pendulum and you ask it questions. So you will be thinking of a question that you need guidance on, and when you release the pendulum, it'll spin one way for a yes answer and another way for a no answer. I don't personally use a pendulum because I feel like there's too many ways for me to affect the energy intentionally or subconsciously. But I do think they're fun to play with, and they are beautiful. I mean, you can find some really pretty ones. It is a tool that is fun to experiment with. You can use it, try doing yes or no answers, things like that. Again, none of these tools actually hold any power. They in themselves don't do anything. They're just ways for you to practice and experiment and feel into your own energy and the energy around you, so that you start to feel what that shift is like from being in your logical thinking brain to your feeling and knowing self. And that's really what working psychically and using your intuition is all about. Next, a crystal ball. You can tell this one hasn't been used a lot. It's a little dusty. This is what a crystal ball looks like. If you have ever been into a little psychic shop with a neon sign on the front that says psychic readings with a big eye on it, they probably have a crystal ball in the window. Crystal balls basically are like gazing balls. You look into the crystal ball and just notice if you become aware of anything. I honestly have never used my crystal ball. And I know there are people who rely on that as a way to work and to allow senses to open, and it is totally valid to use one of these. For me, it has just never been my thing, but this is what they look like, and generally a crystal ball is used as like a gazing ball. It almost like lets your imagination open up so that you can see things that you weren't thinking about, and that you're, instead of thinking, you are just feeling. This is something I definitely don't have a ton of experience in, but they are beautiful and a lot of people love working with them. There are also different tools, like there's the art of tea leaf reading, and that is actually remarkably similar to reading tarot cards, but instead of the stories coming through the cards, it comes through the leaves and what you see in the cup when you take the water out of the cup. There are little runes that are essentially also like tarot cards. They have little symbols on each one that give you guidance as well. There are so many tools out there, but none of them hold any power. Again, I've said that a few times because it is so important. These tools can help you to experiment and to feel into situations. You might really gravitate towards oracle cards, or you might love a pendulum. Whatever helps you to work with your energy is what you should use. And perhaps you don't need anything. Personally, I don't really use anything. I will occasionally take out oracle cards with a client to show them a visual representation of what it is I'm already receiving. But beyond that, the rest is just kind of for fun. But there are people who really study the art and the craft of these tools. And that in itself is a really incredible skill set. But don't think you have to understand, hundreds of years of tarot history in order to work psychically or to feel into your intuition. These are just ways that might spark or ignite your excitement in these studies. And if you find something that resonates with you, by all means, go for it. These tools hold no power in of themselves. They will, however, potentially help you tap into your own natural abilities. But at the end of the day, all you need is an open mind and to feel into the energy that is within you and around you. Speaking of the energy that is within you and around you, let's do a quick bonus exercise. Take a deep breath. I am thinking of a letter in the alphabet. Don't guess, just try to feel into the letter. Are you receiving this letter? The letter is P. Did you get the letter P? If so, leave me a yellow heart in the comment below. And if you would like to dive even deeper into intuitive development, please take a look at this next series of videos.